What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're doing the unthinkable, and it's not just me doing the unthinkable. It's also this man over here, Mr. Michael Myers. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
You're not Michael Myers?
Not the Myers.
Okay, not the Myers. Okay. Michael from Santa's Workshop.
That's right.
Is here, and I can't believe what he wants to get into here. Yeah, you see it. We're here with the brown. Are you going to do any videos on this?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I figured I had to ask.
I figure it's going to take place with the Mustang for a week or two.
Okay. So listen, guys. Here's the deal. All right, I am not going to be video recording this. This is not going to be me recording. It's going to be him recording. So if you're not already subscribed to Santa's Workshop, I'm going to put that link, as always, down below. I guarantee you, if you haven't subscribed to him already, you should have. But if you haven't, and you've been one of the people saying, "Oh, cut the roof," and I was saying, "No, not going to happen." Well, he came out and said, "It's rough, but it can be done." Mm-hmm. And I said, "Oh, Lord. Okay. Well, hey, I have never seen a roof taken off. But I'm going to guess that it's probably better on a car like this that doesn't have the back windows and the back doors, and
very much so.
So I feel like this is a little bit easier to work with. But it's a pretty big undertaking. You're wanting to take it down all the way to the A-frame? Or the A-pillar, I mean? Sorry.
We have to take hood fenders off.
Yeah.
Dash out, doors off, expose this point right here, because we're going to have to go right down inside here to release it from the metal.
Drill out the spot welds or whatever's in there.
And then, we can cut this off, seam across the back, cut the cell panel, off it comes.
Sounds real easy.
Oh, it is.
I was joking. Okay, all right. I'll take your word for it. So look, man, this is definitely the one. You guys wanted to see this car come back to life. I've had so many of you begging me to please save the GMC, because the reason they want to, and I've had a lot of people want me to save the El Camino too, but more people have been asking to please save the GMC because there weren't that many of them.
Right.
El Camino, there's not a ton of them out there because I've been looking. You and I had a conversation just the other day about the difference between buying one that's already done and doing one yourself.
Right.
The problem with doing one yourself is that if you're going to do it right, I'm talking frame off, I'm talking every piece of the suspension, every nut, every bolt. Oh, dude, what $20,000+ for body, interior, motor, trans, like
that's if you farm out a lot of it to other people.
Yeah.
If you can do it all yourself,
right,
you're going to save probably well over half that.
Okay.
And and you can watch me do it on that 53.
Yeah, well, I am watching you do it on the 50, the 5-window,
yeah.
The 5-window 53. Which is there a video coming soon about?
We had one this week.
Right.
We got one be 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably have this one for this next week. So
okay.
Disassembling it.
Guys, by the way, just to let you know, this video is coming out like tomorrow because I don't have any videos done yet. Some things went on this week and I got behind on things. So this video is going to come out pretty much as soon as we're done. So tomorrow probably. So you guys will be right on point with what he's telling you. Definitely go check him out. We are right now, I am about to do something unthinkable. I'm first going to actually, should I change the wheels and tires? I mean, I know there's a couple over here that have to be changed, but I guess I might as well just change them all. We might as well change them all, because that one's definitely no good.
Yeah.
This one's about to pop out the side, and I'd almost hate to change two and not the other two. So I'll go ahead and swap all of these wheels over to this car. And why would I be doing that? Because I am going to drive this car to where you live.
Yep.
And it's not too far away, but it is highway. So I don't even think the speedometer. Well, no, the speedometer does work in this. It's the only thing on the instrument cluster that works.
Well,
I know it's got a full tank of gas because I put a full tank of gas in it. So I'm going to swap the tires over, and we're going to take this thing. I forgot my motorcycle helmet.
Oh no.
But I do have eye protection.
Okay.
Just so you guys can see. I think that will qualify as legal eye protection. It's something that covers my eyes so that bees and, you know, skeeters and things don't fly into my eyes while I'm driving. We're going to take her on her first road trip. It's, yeah, with no windows. This is going to be a lot of fun. So let's get these tires changed out and let's get on the road and see if she I have faith it's going to make it.
Oh yeah.
I do. I believe it'll make it. Yeah, and it even has brakes. It has some brakes.
Some brakes.
So I can stop if I need to. So that's a positive. And the lights work.
I hope you can stop because I'll be in front of you.
Oh yeah. Well, you got a big truck.
That's true.
I do have insurance. I'm not sure never mind. We won't get into that. I do have insurance. I have I have insurance for my dealership, and this car is under my dealership, so it would yeah. Okay. Let's just get these tires changed. I bet we're gonna find mud daubers in the wheels.
Oh.
So I'm under here checking this out, man. I'm like, wow, look at this rotor. Look how clean this is. And there's no lip. None. So somebody had done rotors and brake pads. You see those brake pads still look really good. There's a lot of meat on them. The best part of this, guys, is with the wheel still bolted to it, up and down, side to side, no play. None. None. Look at the suspension. I mean, she's got some grease on her, of course, but like the suspension is still in fairly good shape. We still have bushings on the control arms. I have never seen bushings on control arms that were still original when they're 30 years old. Or how old is this? 40? No, it's older than me. This is a 79.
Oh, you're hurting me here.
40. This car is 42 years old and she still has bushings, and the suspension is good, and she's got new brakes. Now, Michael pointed this out. He about passed out when he saw it, I'm not gonna lie. He did. He looked at this. It looked like he was about to faint. I thought something was like really wrong. I was like, oh man, what is it? And he said, look down here. I'm not gonna tell you what's wrong with it. I just want you to look at the video. Look at the video. And you tell me if you see anything wrong with this picture. And if you haven't figured it out yet, let me bring you over here and look at this picture. What is that song from Sesame? One of these things is not like the other. Okay? You figured it out yet? Like, I don't know who's responsible, so, you know, I'm not going to say anything, but I will say these lug nuts are on backwards. I had no idea. He pointed that out, so there we go. We got, these are those acorn style lug nuts. They're designed that way to center the wheel.
To center it, and to, when you have a bevel like that, it tightens it down more.
You could clearly see gaps through these because they're backwards. They're totally backwards. I also noticed this wheel took a little bit of a hit. I'm betting that was in the accident because that looks fairly fresh. There's not rust all over all of it just yet. Okay, well, we'll change these out and I'll make sure the lug nuts go back on the right way.
Okay.
All right, so we've swapped the wheels and tires, and now this one looks a lot less purty. She looks pretty rough now. Actually looks really bad now. But this one, take a look at this one. This one came out looking pretty damn good. I mean, it's amazing what a difference. Well, I shouldn't have done this side because this side's dented, but those factory wheels really make a huge difference. They really do. So, let's see what the interior is looking like. This is what I get to ride in. The steering wheel looks like it's completely rotted. I mean, the steering wheel's black. It used to be tan. Now it is black. So this is, does it have seat belts, I wonder? Yes, do they work? I would like to, well, yeah, seat belt at least here works. All right.
Knife I can cut you out with when you get there.
Dude, you know what I think it was? I think it was a tornado.
Possible.
Look at this window. You ever seen a car after a tornado?
Oh yeah.
All the stuffing and insulation that gets blown up against the windows?
Yep.
This was a tornado car.
Yep.
This was a tornado. Oh, I can't believe it. Guys, if you've never lived in a tornado area like Oklahoma or Kansas or, why am I forgetting the name of Missouri? Well, there's a bunch of them.
Missouri, Arkansas, Illinois.
Yeah. If you've never lived in one, you wouldn't recognize this. but I've seen this over and over again. The insulation, when a tornado's going through, it gets all wet and sticky, and it just spews it and flings it, and you end up with your windows covered in this. I have seen this over and over again in tornado cars. Look back here. It's on the inside of here, too. It's all of this is insulation from a building or a house splattered all over the car. This car was in a tornado. Oh, that just made this so much cooler. I can't believe I didn't catch this before. Yeah, I mean it's everywhere. That all of this is on the inside. Oh wow, look over there.
Oh wow.
This car was in a tornado. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, so we just went from taking an old abandoned car and putting it back together, and now it's an old abandoned tornado car. This is so great. Okay, guys, I put it off long enough. I definitely want to get this going before it gets dark. I'm going to slap a tag on this, and we are going to get on the road. And, well, you'll be following behind me, so at least I'm not going by myself. All right, guys, gals, here we go. This old car wants to live so bad. So bad. She is so happy that someone's trying to save her. Let's see, turn signals work, right? I think they do. I can't remember. Look at this, guys. Look at the steering wheel. Like, the steering wheel is straight. Wow. She's definitely not running as good as she was before, but she's got a lot of really bad gasoline in her. Ooh, it's getting a little windy. A little windy. Whew. She is riding so much better, though. Those tires made a hell of a difference. Tuh. Oh, wow. Okay, this is 35 miles an hour. I don't know if you can see the instrument cluster or not. Yeah, we're going 35. We're about to really pick it up, though. We're about to really pick it up. The brakes are actually working very well. Very well. And she's spitting and sputting and chugging a little bit. I got stuff in my mouth, man. Woo! Wow. Here we go. Time to roll, baby. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Oh, this is wild. Whoa. Oh, my gosh. This is ridiculous. We're doing 55. Let's give her a little gas. Woo! Full send, baby. 60. 60 mile an hour. Woo! Oh, dude. She wants to live. She wants to live, man. She's gonna do this. She's gonna make it, guys. I know she will. Look at them storm clouds rolling in. Yeah! Get it, girl. Hey, don't let the ugly body of this car fool you. She's doing 60 miles an hour, and she's just floating down the road, man, like it's nothing. The steering is great. The suspension ride's great. She's alive, guys. She's back. Well, well, well. She is running great. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Dude, this car is fire right now. She is so happy. I'm happy. We're doing 60 mile an hour right now, man. Woo! Wait! Ah! 70! Woo! Damn, son! So the only thing that really sucks is going down a dirt road with gravel flying through your face. Other than that, not too shabby. Well, it made it, and I was able to keep up with you.
I was hitting a little 70 plus there once, and you was right behind me.
Yeah. What's interesting is when we first got it running, you could floor it, and you could hear the secondaries kick in, and man, she'd take off. Now when you floor it, nothing, man. It chokes out and dies. Tries to die. It doesn't actually die, but I mean, if you floor it, it's like dead. There's nothing there. You got to let off of it. She'll do 70, 75, no problem. You just can't be mashing on the gas trying to get there. You got to be real gentle with it.
Right.
So, I mean, it's got a tank of gas. It's got to be worked through.
Yeah, and I bet you the floats might be sticking as well.
Yeah, yeah. I know the fuel pump was leaking a little bit. It wasn't pouring or anything, but it was starting to seep around the edges.
Yeah.
So I know that the fuel pump is on its way out. But man, the steering wheel is straight. Wow. Straight as an arrow. She pulled straight, didn't go to one side or the other. The brakes are the pedal goes a little further than you'd like it to, but the brakes are solid. They feel good, no pulsating, no vibrating, no pulling when you hit them, nothing. She smells a little funky, but other than that, I'm gonna pop the hood real quick, take a quick look under there, see if there's anything. I tried to get the cruise control to work. That didn't happen.
As many vacuum leaks as this thing has got.
The only gauge that works is the fuel. I mean, the fuel and the speedometer. Really, that's all you need. You don't need anything other than the speedometer and oh wow, it's got good pressure on the cooling system too.
Wow.
Doesn't feel hot. It's definitely not hot like it's overheating or anything.
It's not leaking nowhere.
No, and look how, when you clean that motor off, it's gonna look real good.
Oh yeah.
It's mostly dust and dirt and rat stuff. I don't feel like this car's got a whole lot of miles on it. Not a ton. Look how clean that motor is.
Oh, I know.
And this is the factory engine. It's still the factory blue. I'll bet that's the original intake silicon.
I'm sure.
Everything under here just looks so good. How's that fuel pump looking?
It's a little bit, but it's
leaking
not
a little
bad.
bit. Yeah, it's not actually dribbling or dripping. It's just getting to where it's seeping. Definitely have to get that pump replaced. That's an easy one though. That's a real easy one to get to. I was shocked, man. I dare to say I was blown away. Let me tell you, with 70 mile plus an hour wind in your face, that was an experience, man.
You just drove through a thunderstorm.
Yeah. Hey, a lot of the stuff in the interior though was cycloning out. Yeah, there was all kinds of dirt and crap that was just like spinning around and blowing out of the windows. She did good. Like the ride here, the suspension is so comfortable. Even on those bumps, man, it was just.
I was wondering how it did over those bumps.
I saw you slowing down. I was like, let's see. It took the bumps just fine.
Wow.
It's got the heart of like a lion, and the body of the carcass of something that's been dead a long time. It's really sad. The body does not do this car any justice. She really wants to live.
Well,
and she will.
I have come up with a name for this car. The Necromancer.
What is that?
You bringing people back from the dead.
Necromancer?
Necromancer.
Necromancer.
Yep.
I've never heard of that.
Yep. A necromancer is able to raise the dead.
Oh, Lord. Well, Casper's with you now, right?
Haven't seen him since.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm going to leave this car here, but you know what we can do? We can go back to the house, and I can let you guys see if the red one, what is that, the 74? We'll see if the 74 wants to fire up today. we'll talk about that when I get there, guys. I'm so tempted to just throw that thing in an auction and let it go. But I've already had Mako reach out to me on social media, and they're kind of excited about getting it. And I know my viewers are excited about it. You ever heard death by 1,000 cuts?
Yes.
So for those of you that have never heard that phrase, what that refers to is like, instead of getting stabbed through the chest with a sword and dying, you die literally from 1,000 tiny cuts. So that, I feel like that 74 fits that very well.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you could single out major that's wrong with the car.
Right.
It's just, you know, the little rust over there in the quarters, all that stuff, that's not all that bad really. But then you got the interior, you got the wiring that people have been hacking on for years, and
it's a great candidate for a frame off restoration.
Yeah.
Somebody who wants to take on a project.
yeah,
I mean, it's got, the body is fairly straight.
yep,
It's got a good motor in it. I mean, everything's there. It's just, you're going to have to put all new bushings in. You're going to have to
Yeah.
put all new gaskets. Everything's going to have to be redone.
she needs a lot.
Yeah.
She needs a lot. That front suspension alone is almost enough to make me not want to even mess with it, man. Like upper, lower control arm, ball joint, it needs everything.
Yeah.
It needs absolutely everything for the front suspension, and the fuel tank is leaking a little bit, so that's got to be replaced. There's just, it's a lot even for me, and I've brought some crazy cars back from the dead, but it's like, I'm very picky about what I'm going to work with, and that one I'm starting to feel like there may be something better out there to resurrect.
Right.
Something like this, or hell, maybe I'll just go buy one that's already done and then do a comparison of what it takes to fix one versus what it takes to just go buy one that someone has already put the work and money into.
Right.
I don't know. We'll go check that out though, guys, but for now, we're going to leave this car here, and you guys better go follow him. I'm telling you, this car is going to do phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
I know it will, because I've had so many people like, it's not that big a deal, Randy, just cut the roof off. Why don't you cut the roof off? Well, I ain't cutting the roof off, okay? If he tells me how to do something or he wants to, I'll do that, all right? But me, I'm not coming out here hacking this thing apart trying to figure out how to put it back together. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. So we're going to leave it with him. You're going to have to follow his channel because I'm not recording any of it. So if you want to see this, you better go follow Santa's Workshop right now. Link down below. And we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, we did the switcheroo. We put that car there, and we moved this one over here. And a lot of the video's all out of sequence. It's all out of order because things just went crazy for me. But I do, oh man, I can't wait to put that up in here. Anyway, I do want to say that this car has just, I mean, I really want to do this one. And at the same time, I'm also looking at it as, man, this is way more than what I really bargained for at the beginning. Dang it, the flag fell off again. I just don't know what to do with it, guys. I really don't know what to do with it. It does run. It runs fairly well, but it needs a carburetor. And then it probably needs a tune-up. And obviously, it's going to need wheel cylinders. It's going to need brake shoes. It's going to need a master cylinder. It's going to need tires. I do like these wheels. These wheels could probably stay. They'd clean up pretty nice, I think. It needs a windshield. It's going to need a little bit of rust work around those wheel arches. The wheel wells back there definitely need a little bit of work as well. It needs a rear bumper. Needs a headliner, needs the driver's side door panel. The passenger side is actually in really good shape. It really is. The seat is in pretty good shape. You could probably get by with the seat for a little while before having to replace it. Also going to need carpet. And, you know, there's lots of little things. Some of the gauges don't work, so it's going to need that looked at too. And, you know, this and that, and a fuel tank, and, you know, louder exhaust, of course. Just going to have louder exhaust. But it's got good bones, man. Like, it really, really does. It's got good bones. She's a solid car. Very, very solid and straight car. So for that reason, I kind of want to get into it. Also needs a front suspension. Basically, the front suspension is done. It's definitely going to need pretty much everything. All the bushings have been worn out and worn down to practically nothing. So all that's got to be done as well. There's a lot to do to this one. And I don't know. Drop your comments down below. and I'll definitely take those into consideration. But this one I'm really debating on just sending through the auction like it is. Clean it up a little more, make it look a little better, and just send it to auction. I mean, it does run, it does drive, it does shift through the gears, and somebody maybe in the Rust Belt that's looking for a project like this, it would be perfect for something like that. It's just, for me, this is way more than what I was wanting to get into. But for the price, for $2,500, I don't think you could beat it. I really don't. I mean, we've managed to get it running and driving. We know that it shifts through the gears. We know that the body and the frame and everything else is solid on it. It's a good car. It's a good car. It just needs somebody that's going to put a lot of time, effort, and money into it. And honestly, guys, I would almost rather, I know that's not, I know this isn't the way to do it, but I would almost rather just go buy one on Facebook Marketplace for $12,000 to $15,000 that's already done, that looks good, than to continue on with this one. But I'm still thinking about it. I'm going to really think it over and give it some consideration. I want you guys to drop those comments below and tell me what you think. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Don't forget you can follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuild. Subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all very soon in the next one.